Hey everyone, welcome to Inside Indiana Overtime once again. Alex McCarthy, Jordan Gusky, um, here from Assembly Hall. Indiana destroyed Illinois tonight, 103-69. That's the second time in the last couple weeks that that a Big Ten team has come in here and Indiana has just totally walloped on them. They beat Ohio State by 25, and then obviously beat Illinois by 34 tonight. It was a record-setting night in a few ways. Yogi Ferrell, 8.5 minutes into the game, a little over 8.5 minutes into the game, dished out his record-setting assist that passed Michael Lewis for the most all-time in Indiana. It was a really nice no-look kind of thing to Max Bielfeldt. And then with 51 seconds left in the game, Harrison Nego hit a three, which was Indiana's 19th of the game. That's an IU single game record. That's a Big Ten single game record for a conference game, and it broke Indiana's old record of 18 that they set last year. So I mean, just a lot of things to talk about, and pretty much all of them positive.
Yeah, I think one of the big things that I took away is that Troy Williams had no turnovers. He led the team with 21 points. I think he had 5 assists and no turnovers, and that's huge. And Crean talked about it after the game. It's kind of a progression that he's seen with Williams and the whole team. I think that's what's really been able to kind of keep them on track after they lost James Blackman Jr. Because I think it's something we've talked about, whether the defense has gotten better because he hasn't been out there. Maybe he wasn't improving defensively, but I think Crean's right. I think it's maybe they were all improving, and at this point they're all improving, and they're kind of taking it on like they know that they have to be there because James isn't anymore, and so they're improving even more now because they're taking on that responsibility. And I think that's huge. It's showing that whoever against they play, they can play defense, they can produce. They scored 103 points without one of their top scorers. And I mean, Illinois isn't one of the top teams in the Big Ten by any means, but scoring over 100 points against anyone is a hard thing to do. They shot way over 50%, I think, both from the field and from three, and that's incredible.
Yeah, 57% from the floor, almost 53% from three. I mean, just everything fell for Indiana, and like you said, it's bizarre that Indiana set its three-point record without one of its best three-point shooters. And 9 different players hit threes, I think, tonight. They had 4 players who had 3 or more assists. They assisted on 27 of their 37 field goals. The ball was moving most of the time. The ball was moving very well, which resulted in so many open shots. And then they did play very well. They did play very well defensively. They shut down Kendrick Nunn, who usually is pretty good against IU, but he was 3 for 11 tonight with just 10 points. Malcolm Hill was okay, but a lot of that was from the foul line. Indiana still isn't getting to the foul line very often, but I mean that's going to happen when you shoot 36 threes in a game. And as long as you make 19 of as long as you make a lot of your threes, you can just keep firing away. But at some point, Indiana's going to need to kind of get to the foul line. They're second to last in the Big Ten during conference play in free throw attempts. So if you're Indiana, you'd like to see that rise a little bit. But they're back here at home Saturday, where they've been very tough here. But they host a Northwestern team that just took Maryland to overtime at Maryland. So who knows where this is going to go and how long Indiana's conference winning streak is going to go. They've won 11 in a row overall. They've won 6 in a row to start Big Ten play. I don't know. It just feels like we kind of say the same thing over and over these past couple videos. Just they're not beating great teams, but they're beating them.
They're beating them, and they're beating them soundly. They're not leaving any doubt in a lot of these games that they are the better team. Obviously, their road games are going to be closer. That's just how the Big Ten is sometimes. Although you would think that with some teams being here, but I think it's pretty substantial if you beat a team by 34, no matter who they are.
Yeah, I mean, if you're beating your last 2 opponents by a combined 59 points in conference play, that's pretty impressive, regardless who you're playing. If it's a team in your conference. So we'll see you in a few days. A little bit earlier in the day. It's a noon tip-off, right?
Oof.
I think. We will be here in the morning. Those weekends are tough to get up for when you're in college, man.
Oh boy.
But no, we'll be here. We'll be bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, all that stuff. So we'll talk to you soon. But for now, we're going to sign off. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will talk to you soon.